Hi, I'm Alison Jones. I'm the Director of Practical Inspiration Publishing. And if you haven't caught any of these yet, I can't believe you won't have done by now, I'm interviewing all of the shortlisted authors for Practical Inspiration books for this year's Business Book Awards. So all of the books, all 18 of them, are available on the Kindle store for 99 pence or 99 cents. You haven't got much time now, but if you want to get in ahead of the judges later this month, then you can grab Rachel's, about to talk about, and indeed any of the other ones on the Kindle store, and you be the judge. But I'm really, really happy to be talking to Rachel Philpotts today. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, Alison. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's great to see you. Rachel is the author, and she's beautifully dressed on brand as well, of the Burnout Bible, How to Tackle Fatigue and Emotional Overwhelm Naturally, which is a cracking book. Actually, I'm going to tell my favourite story. At your launch, I remember you saying you went to Waterstones, and the bookseller was so thrilled because he said, you know, I get people coming in all the time saying, have you got books on burnout? And now I can say, yes, we do. So it really is a book for the times, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Alison. I love that story too. I think it just made my day.
Yeah. And I mean, it's probably self-evident, but tell us why you wrote the book.
Okay. Well, I actually run a functional medicine clinic, and we specialise in stress-related mood disorders. And I really love the results that we see in clinic where, you know, we help women to kind of wake up feeling energised, focused, and kind of really able to fulfil their potential. And I burnt out myself when I was in corporate, so I know how debilitating it can be. And unfortunately, functional medicine is somewhat of a luxury in this country. So we're really unable to help as many women as we would like. So that's really why I decided to write the book, so that we could really help more women and ultimately help to reduce and prevent burnout globally is the mission.
I mean, yeah, it's quite ambitious, but great. But you know, I mean, there's a whole kind of separate conversation here, but I am really intrigued by that. You know, functional medicine's a bit of luxury, which is bonkers, isn't it? Because actually, functional medicine, good nutrition, good exercise habits, good hydration, good sleep, you know, all the things that we know we need to do, but nobody's got a label on them, therefore nobody's sending around reps to sell them. I mean, it's bonkers, isn't it?
Yeah, it is crazy. In the US, you can actually access it under your insurance, under one roof. Now, I'm not saying that the US healthcare system is the best by any stretch, but there is, you know, the option of being able to choose or access both, whereas it's very much here, you know, chronic, acute emergency care, you know, NHS, which is freely available. Chronic health conditions, really kind of understanding the root cause is very much kind of on the side and in that private sector, and it's only really available for those who can afford it. So it's a shame.
Yeah, it's yeah. We've only got a few minutes. Let's not get into that.
I know. Yeah, sorry. We digress.
And again, we're probably straying into territory already, but just tell us, why does this really matter?
So burnout is a hot topic, as you hit the nail on the head earlier on, but it's not a widely recognised medical condition. So as such, it's often misdiagnosed. People will come out of the GP with the label of generalised anxiety or major depressive disorder. And for most or many, those diagnoses just don't feel right. And consequently, the treatment they're offered provides little relief. So the book really delves into the research to convey what's possible when approaching burnout naturally, and how we can get to the root cause of symptoms. And I think that's why it really matters, because everyone's experience of burnout is different. So my hope by the end of reading the book is that the reader will, you know, understand more what burnout is, what's really going on at the biochemical level, and what to do about it.
And I mean, you touched on this before, but this isn't just theory for you, is it? You got here the hard way.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely got here the hard way, and it's not a one and done experience either. This is something that I need to be careful of all the time. Even in writing this book, ironically, I think there's definitely was a period of my life when I was really poorly, and thankfully, touch wood, I've never been back there. And I think every time that stress appears, you become more aware of recognizing those signs and symptoms, and I've got more tools in my toolkit now to be able to kind of help myself and help others.
Yeah, Brilliant. And it's such a good book. I learned so much from this, and I've got, I've changed, I have genuinely changed the way I eat, and I'm feeling better for it. So,
great.
yeah, I mean, I knew a lot of the stuff, but I didn't know often the research, the detail behind it, which was really eye-opening. And once you understand that better, it gives you a much more solid basis for lifestyle change, for actually making new habits, which is really, really helpful. So I guess the $1 million and the $1 million question for you is, how did you react when you found out you've been shortlisted?
I was elated. I think that putting your book out there to be judged is pretty scary. So to actually be shortlisted amongst a category, in a category with some, other fabulous titles. I always go to say it was the icing on the cake, but I keep going to say it was the avocado on my sourdough. So yeah, over the moon, Alison.
Totally going to catch on. I'm so going to use that.
Use it.
It's the more nutritionally friendly way.
Yeah, exactly. It's my gift to you.
I love it. Brilliant. And we'll find out later this month if you've won. And we can already, I don't know if this, I can't remember which order these came in, but this is also the People's Prize Award winner for the first book, the Beryl Bainbridge Award for the first book. I mean, that must have been a bit of a week when you found out these two.
I know, and this is when I was reflecting before I came on, I was thinking I can't actually remember which order this happened in, but it just felt like it was happening at the same time, and I was like, this is crazy, winning one award and then being shortlisted for a second, which I just never would have imagined that when I set out to write this book. So yeah, unbelievable, and feeling very grateful.
Yeah, well, and so are we, actually. So thank you. Yeah, thank you for writing it. Brilliant. Well, all the best, Rachel, for the awards later this month. It's going to be so exciting. I know. And thank you so much, for writing it, and B, just for your time today. It's been really, really good to hear a bit more of the story behind it. Thank you.
Thank you, Alison.